Alright, hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to go into a little more detail on how to change strings on your pedal steel guitar. We've got another video that we posted. It's routine maintenance and changing the strings. But on this one I'm going to show a few more up close shots on some things that we had some questions about. Okay, so in the tools that you'll need a string winder, and you'll need a pair of wire cutters. That's the basic tools. And what we're going to do first, I'm going to show you how to remove it real quick. I'm not going to go into that a lot because I talked about it on the previous video, but we're going to change the third string since that's the one that breaks a lot on our E-knife tuning. So let's take that string off, and what we're going to do here to make sure that you're releasing the tension on that string, you're not tightening it. So go ahead and play that string. Okay, so we're going to zoom in here on the key head and place your string winder on the third string. That's the one we're changing, and we want to make sure we're going counterclockwise. We're going this way with that string, releasing the tension on it. Okay, so we can get that string when all the tension's off of it, like that. We can go ahead, take the ball end loose from the finger end on the pickup end, and simply go down here and unwind it by hand. Okay, and I'll go ahead and take probably the last wrap off. Now what you want to do here is make sure this thing, when it comes off, make sure you've got a hold of it so it doesn't, come off and maybe pop you or stick you. Okay, so now we've got this third string removed. Like I said, putting your string winder on here, taking that string counterclockwise, or to the point where you're releasing the tension off of it. Okay, now let's look at how we get the length of the string that we want. Okay, so now we'll zoom in right here on the key head and the shaft, and we're going to try to see how far that we need to insert this string through the hole. So let's line the hole up. Okay, insert the string. Okay, so what we're going to see here is an exaggeration. We obviously we don't need the string sticking through the shaft that far. So let's come back probably about 1/4 of an inch, about like that. And we're going to make a rotation clockwise with our string winder and come around. And like I stated in the previous video, what we're trying to do here is we don't want that, the ultimate thing is to have it where it's not long enough where the tip of this string is cutting into the body of your guitar or marring this finish. So just the length where it just clears when you make a rotation, it doesn't scratch this body of the guitar. So I'm holding tension also with this index finger. Okay, and I come around. Now I've come all the way around now. You see the string is sticking up. Okay, and what I do is I run the string on this side towards the shaft. In other words, when I rotate this string, tighten it, I'm going to tighten it on this shaft going this way, feeding it this way. So let's make another round. Okay, so now that string is on here. It's not going to come loose. Okay, now we'll look at the other end of the guitar and I'll show you how to put it on the the pickup end. Okay, now that we've got the string attached on the key head end, or on the key, and on the shaft on that end, it depends on your type of guitar you have. I've got a Zum, and it actually has a shaft here that the ball of that string attaches to. So the string's not going to come loose on the key end. I can deal with this end. Now I take the ball and put it over the shaft on this third puller, 1, 2, 3, and I'm also holding up on it with my right hand, so I'm holding tension up. So then I go back down to the key end and I start winding this string down, or clockwise. I'm taking it down, making sure that it's riding in the middle of this changer. In other words, it's not going to be over here in the crack. That'll actually break that string. So try to line it right up in the middle of the pull. and bring that string down to tight. Just tight. And you see how that finger popped up just then because it's actually engaging that pedal now. We put the string through the hole, and here you can kind of see the length that we ended up with. It's probably maybe 1/4 of an inch. Okay, then we wind this string with each wind going this way on the key. So what you're doing there, the point there is not to overlap these winds, because if you do, it'll break that string. It puts a little more tension on it. So I hope this will help you. Like I said, it's just kind of a trial and error thing, but this is giving you the basic details. On the previous video, I showed you how to cut it to length, how to start it. But here we're actually maybe zooming in a little more on how it goes through this shaft, the length that you want, and you can see that here. And then going clockwise with your string winder, taking up the tension. Keep feeding those winds going towards the key. So as you wind it, each wind, every time you go around, you're feeding it this way. Okay, I hope this will help you, and I appreciate you watching the video.